The Castillo de Salas was a Spanish bulk carrier that was launched in Ferrol in August 1980. It weighed over 50,000 tons, displaced over 100,000 tons of water, measured approximately 250 meters, 820 feet in length, 40 meters, 130 feet across the beam, and 14.5 meters, 48 feet in draft. It required a crew complement of 32. Disaster. During the morning of January 11, 1986, the Castillo de Salas, property of the Spanish company Elcano, ran aground over rocks 740 meters northwest of Gijón. The ship was anchored outside Gijón's seaport, El Musel, when the ship's anchor came loose in bad weather. Efforts to re-anchor, self-propel and even tow the ship away from the coast failed due to harsh seas. The cargo was nearly 100,000 metric tons of coal loaded in Norfolk, Virginia, as well as over 1,000 tons of fuel oil used for propulsion. On January 15, 1986, the hull broke in two during efforts to bring the ship afloat, therefore releasing a spill of diesel oil and coal ore. On February 23, 1986, the bow half of the hull was refloated, towed 39 miles, 63 kilometers, into the sea and scuttled in waters of 4,000 meters in depth. Officials stated that no diesel oil was left in the bow section of the hull. During the following spring, the company, Fondomar, was tasked with scrapping the remainder of the stern portion of the hull. Second salvage of the stern section. Small balls of decomposed oil were found sporadically since until 2001, when a major find of these balls was confirmed to be from fuel remaining in the double-bottom fuel tank of the stern section that was not removed in 1986. This led to a second salvage operation to remove the fuel during 2001-2002 and the complete removal of the remainder of the wreck in 2003 due to public outcry. Trophies. On November 15, 2003, Gijón artist Joaquín Rubio Camin's sculpture, Memory, was unveiled on the Camino del Cervigón overlooking the sea. The sculpture was made using part of the remains of the Castillo de Salas which sank off Gijón and were recovered earlier in the year. One of the ship's anchors is displayed in the Felipe Cousteau Anchor Museum in Salinas Beach, Spain, 30 kilometers west of Gijón. Side effects. Since the accident, it is common to find dark sand contaminated with coal on the beaches in the Bay of Gijón, particularly after rough sea conditions. The amounts recovered continue to reduce over time, but patches of dark-colored sand, high in black coal particles, can be seen at low tide. Pictures from salvage company Titan of Castillo de Salas in 2003. Further reading. Hundimiento del Castillo de Salas. In Spanish. Piezas del Castillo de Salas. English and Spanish. Interview with Joaquín Rubio Camin about his sculpture. In Spanish. Diving at the remains of Castillo de Salas.